You guys want to hear something funny? Literally, this is my second time recording this video just because, speaking of things that I failed at when starting this YouTube channel was making time. And the first time around, didn't really make the time. And now, I finally made the time aside for this, so things should go a lot more smoother. All right, guys, so the first thing and probably the biggest mistake that I've made on this YouTube channel at the very beginning was talking to the camera. At the very beginning, I didn't really understand how to talk to the camera actually, just because, literally the camera is an inanimate object. I don't get any feedback. You guys, I don't see you guys who are watching. There's no facial expressions. It's nothing. All I have around me is literally a second monitor right now, some notes that I have, my phone's on the side, and maybe like the small screen on my camera. So literally it's just talking to thin air, pretending that you guys are here on a one-on-one basis, that I'm telling you all this stuff. So at the very beginning, it just didn't feel natural, obviously. So I think over time, I think one thing I want to share about this mistake is that if you're starting a YouTube channel, you wanted to vlog or something, just be yourself. It feels natural, loosen up a little bit. You don't need to put on this front like, oh, I'm having so much fun, or this is like a different person. Be yourself. I think that goes a long way if you want to make these types of videos. So I think that will help a lot. So I think that's the biggest mistake that I definitely think I've got a lot better at. The second mistake that I made, and still am making actually at this channel, is making time and prioritizing things better. At the very beginning of this channel, I really didn't understand how to do that. It was tough, prioritizing, my full-time job with my actual personal life and social life that I want to maintain. Juggling those two things together was even hard in itself, but all of a sudden inserting a YouTube channel, which is basically another full-time job, it was a tough pill to swallow, honestly. It was like I experienced burnout a lot more than I expected. I was very stressed. I just kept thinking you gotta make a video, you gotta make a video, you gotta make a video. Because of that, I think I just gave up on a lot of things. I just didn't want to do YouTube. Sometimes there's one video a month, depending on the complexity of the video, sometimes it's to that extent. But I think that sour taste of making videos was lingering at the very beginning, and it wasn't fruitful in the long haul. So I think understanding how to make time, being very cognizant of what is important, what is not as important, what is the bigger priority in this thing and what's not, will not only help you experience burnout a lot less, but I think it'll really help you in the long run to see a lot of fruits, to see, this is, where I can maintain, this is my limitations, this is where I can't go, and you experience stress a lot less. Because of that, for me, at least I can make you guys videos once a week, or, depending on my mental health or my life, it's every 2 weeks. So I think being able to understand that, whether you're doing a channel or not, will really help you in the long run. So try to make time and really understand how to prioritize things better. So the third mistake that I've made, and still am making actually, is literally comparing myself to others. At the very start of this channel, I had 20 some subscribers, and that was just some friends of mine, honestly. And I compare myself to the bigger people who are like Pin McKinnon, Matt Hopoya, Sam Calder, all the big hot shots on YouTube right now. Comparing a little guy like me and the big honchos on YouTube, it was kind of an anxiety of I want to get there. My impatient self was I gotta do this, I gotta put more videos. It's just why can't this video pop how it did for them? It was kind of one of those phases of man, this is so hard. YouTube is so hard. And I think over time I realized and just said to myself, Royce, this is not your full-time job. It could be eventually in the future, but honestly, you're doing this for the pure enjoyment of making videos and making content for your viewers. And I think understanding also that this YouTube journey doesn't happen overnight. It could sometimes for others, but it's generally for most the long haul of, it's a marathon, honestly. So I think understanding that really helped my mental health and stress levels to just be you know what, I can put the blinders on. Hey, whether you like my video or not, that's up to you. But for me specifically, this is purely the enjoyment. I really just want to share my content and share these mistakes, these lessons learned, and just my content that I've made for you guys. So whether you take this for your YouTube channel, if you're making one, or maybe just in your personal life, understanding that fine line of when to compare yourself just as a gauging point of where you are versus comparing yourself in a negative way where you're I'm not as good as them, is something that I've learned that only helps you so much more, for your mental health, your happiness, but also just your life in general for wherever you are. So hopefully you're able to do that as well. So the fourth mistake that I've made, and sometimes still do make, is literally overthinking these videos. Honestly, at the very beginning of this video, I overthink a lot of stuff already. I have some notes in front of me that I have, and I literally just deleted a couple things to make this video a lot less more complex than it should be. You know, at the very beginning of this channel, actually, oh man, guys, it was bad. Like, I went down the rabbit hole of literally over planning everything to the extent of like having a script. You have to say these words in this specific order, this specific sentence. And if you don't, you got to re-record the whole entire video. And guys, it really affected the output of videos to really give to you guys. Really understanding how to make a solid plan. I'm not saying don't make any plan, just have some type of stuff. Like for me specifically, I have notes in front of me where I'm like, this is the topic, here's specific things you should say. And in between those things that I should say and stuff is literally just being myself, being a lot more natural, showing, you know, just who I am as a person. And I think that way, you know, these videos are a lot more fun, it's more enjoyable, and just doesn't seem like, you know, you're talking to like a robot. So I think if you're able to do that, this will be a more fun of a journey of YouTube. Last but not least, oh man, guys, and this is something that every YouTuber kind of struggles with, I think, is literally being consistent. I think at the very beginning of this channel, I did not know how to do any of that at all. Honestly, like the whole aspect of trying to be consistent was just gone. Like I had one video every month or one video every 2 months. It was based on my feelings. There was no like routine of actually producing and giving an output to you guys to actually show some content that I want to share. So I think that aspect of consistency was not there at the beginning. And I think being able to really be real with yourself, knowing where your limitations are, really setting a plan of like, Royce, can you make a video every week? Can you make a video every 2 weeks? Or can you only make one video a month? At that point, you kind of really had to assess where you are in your life and what your plan is for YouTube. But I think basically just whether it be for YouTube or not, I think being consistent really helps you kind of build this actual routine and to be part of you. So at least for me, when I said before, you know, I have my work life, my personal and social life, and then all of a sudden YouTube just smack in the middle, just hitting me like a freaking fastball. Now it's kind of like, here's my work life and here's my personal, social, and YouTube life. So it's been kind of part of me that I want to just be like, you know, while I do want to grow as a channel, I want to get bigger and bigger and just want to share more to more people. But honestly, I've come to realize this is part of me now where I'm like, you know what? I'm a YouTuber now. I just want to do this for pure enjoyment. You know, I want to build a relationship with you guys. I want to make more photography stuff. I want to do more videos, make more commercials, go on more adventures, all that type of jazz. So like that consistency has been helping me a lot. And I think that's the best key to just in general for YouTube. All right, guys, so those are my 5 mistakes that I failed at when starting this YouTube channel. Honestly, if I had a goal, or like a whole nother go around for this whole YouTube channel, I wish I learned these mistakes at the beginning just because, man, I wish this whole YouTube process would be a lot less painful, a lot less stressful, and a lot less burnouts. But honestly, this whole thing would be a lot more enjoyable and just ultimately in the end, a lot more fun to just make videos for you guys. So if you're into this type of stuff, feel free to give this a thumbs up. That'll really help me out with the whole algorithm thing for YouTube. Comment down below if there's any challenges, anything you want me to make in general for a YouTube video. But honestly, I would just love to hear your thoughts. Just say hi down below. That'll be great too. And wherever you are, I would love for you to subscribe, be part of this whole journey. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and that'll be much appreciated. But wherever you are, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you had a great time with your family and friends. I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy and God bless. Peace.